children matter.
Latino lives matter.
Latino lives matter.
Whole life matters.
Brown lives matter.
Whole life matters.
Brown's lives matter.
His life matters.
His lives matter.
His life matters.
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 Whole life matters.
Her life matters.
Whole life matters.
Her life matters.
Latino lives matter.
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 Say his name.
Adam Toledo.
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 Say his name.
Which one?
Say his name.
Which
Say
one?
his name.
Which one?
Say 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 his name.
Which one?
Adam Toledo. Say his name.
Adam Toledo.
Say his name.
Adam Toledo.
Say his name.
Adam Toledo.
Say his name.
Adam Toledo.
Say his name.
Adam Toledo.
Say his name.
Adam Toledo.
Say his name.
Adam
Say
Toledo.
his name.
Adam Toledo.
Say 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 his name.
Adam Toledo.
No justice,
No peace.
prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Until we prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Until we prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Until we prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Until we prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Until we prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Until we prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Until we prosecute the police. No justice, no peace.
Until we prosecute the police. No justice, no peace. Until we prosecute the police.
No justice, no peace.
Until we prosecute the police.
Until.
Come on, my brother.
Who's that?
Come on, y'all ain't got the complexion for it.
Absolutely. You can ask their mom they want to come over and join us. We are here because of this disgusting system. We got to remind ourselves that these cop killers have got to go. Got to go. Got to go.
Got to go.
Abolish the police.
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 That's why we're saying we must defund this system. Take these programs from these killer cops that murder us like we're animals. As if we don't matter.
They don't matter.
They don't matter, exactly. Murdering us, terrorizing us, treating us like animals. As if we don't matter. I got news for you. Black lives matter.
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 Black lives
Look
matter.
at them behind you, y'all. Silent cops are guilty too.
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 All over this country, we have seen the terror of this vicious cycle. When that verdict of George Floyd came in, 6 murders around the country. Dante Wright was murdered. Laquan Bryant was murdered. Andrew Brown was murdered.
Anthony Alvarez was.
Anthony Alvarez was murdered. Aaron Tornado was murdered. And Mayor Lightfoot wants to have a press conference. And President Biden wants to celebrate his 100 days in office. While we're murdering people, we don't want celebration. We demand justice.
Justice.
Justice. Justice.
Justice.
Justice.
Justice.
Justice.
Justice.
Justice.
Justice.
Justice.
Justice.
Justice.
Justice.
Justice.
Justice.
Justice.
Justice.
Justice.
Justice.
Until we get it.
Shut it down.
Until we get it.
Shut it down.
Until we get it.
Shut it down.
Until we get it.
Justice.
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 Until you get it.
Justice.
Where'd my man go? Where'd he go? All right.
So do we have the families?
Yeah, I was told. Yeah, she's on the way. Yeah. Let me call my man.
Yeah. We're waiting for Dante's right mom. She can't find parking. There's no parking right
Yeah.
We're gonna begin as soon as we get Dante's Wright's family here. That's what we're waiting for.
Hey, Ray. Wait. Drive. Hold on 1 second.
Tell them they're in the front.
Okay.
Hey, Anthony Alvarez family.
I got a member
instead of having it here.
You're gonna be recording and
Yeah, no, Miss Solito just called us. She's not coming. She's not coming. We're joining Dante. She didn't. They could. She couldn't take it. Huh?
What's her ETA?
What's her ET?
Estimated time of arrival.
I don't think she. You gotta talk to me. Work?
Right.
No, she's feeling sick. She couldn't.
Who's this?
Adam Solito's mom.
Oh,
We
okay.
just talked to her. She was planning to make it, but she.
Right.
I mean, yesterday she was there with us. Oh, you
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
her,
yeah.
But she's just.
Yeah.
So he can't answer the phone because he's driving.
Yeah,
He's
he's
behind
driving.
me.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
behind me.
Well, Ray's coming, right? Little Ray.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Chela. So, what's
You think we should name the dog out?
Who?
The stepdad.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, let me I'll do that.
Yeah.
she's coming? Yeah, she's good. She's gonna go drop something in the car. So we're just waiting for Dante. We can start the
He's gonna call me in a second. Hold on.
okay. Oh, that's from the trees. Oh, that's her right there, right? Yeah. Okay.
How we do? This how we do it. Hey, my sister. How we doing, huh?
No, you should have saw me. I just walked through all of them. They think I'm crazy. Where is she going? Because I just walked through all of those police. I didn't know they were standing like an army barricade. I'm like, what's going on?
What you want me to do? Go ahead and
You know what I did? I saw people walking their dogs, kicking babies. I figured I'm no different. I pay taxes. You know what I'm saying? So I walked. No, I just walked straight through them. They didn't say nothing to them walking through them, so I just kept walking.
I got you.
Yeah, I had a hard time finding a parking spot.
Yeah,
I've been driving around
and
there.
train.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I got all that headache.
How y'all doing?
Oh, look who we got up there, guys.
Yeah,
Look at the SWAT team up there.
There was like 50 cops.
What's all that for?
Silent cops are guilty too.
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 When I went to Minneapolis, that's how it was. Police were standing on top of buildings in Minneapolis
Intimidating.
with body armor, with tanks, military-style weapons. As if we are the threat.
They have the guns. We don't.
We don't have them guns.
They have the bulletproof vests. We don't.
All of this unnecessary. We're going to give dolls out today. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Okay, Cynthia.
She's waiting for her husband. For the kids, yeah. Yeah, she's done with her husband and the kids. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I think so. She says she's changed her hair.
Hola, Cynthia.
She did, so her hair looks different.
And y'all heard that here first. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Appreciate y'all, Queen. Let's get the interview. Let's get the interview, y'all.
What I'm hoping is that the community that's coming out and doing these protests will be able to continue however long they need to protest. That this is not going to be a moment. It's going to be a movement that they're going to have to endure. So I hope they're prepared to pace themselves as time goes on and strategically do what needs to be done so that they can make some changes and some inroads to make sure that the creation of new policies takes place and things of that nature.
We've been talking with lots of people, hearing a lot of different thoughts about this, especially when it comes to Andrew Brown. The fact that he did have a criminal history, the fact that this was an arrest for one that's being initiated by law enforcement. Some people are saying this shouldn't be the person that people use as a symbol. What would be your thoughts on that?
Andrew Brown so that's like traveling. Andrew Brown may have had a criminal history, but he's still a young Texas teen, and he did not deserve what he felt. He shot in the back of the head and stormed by those who shot him is just totally wrong.
Thank you, sir. Anything else you want to mention or say?
Nope.
Good talking to you. Here with ABC 11 over in Raleigh, Durham. Yep, thank you.
Yes, sir. You looking sharp. Look at you. You looking good, sir. How you doing, boss? I love that the community is coming together out here. The community is really coming together out here. Yes, ma'am. Protest for Andrew Brown. Justice for Andrew Brown.
Frame for just to protect your camera, or put a different kind of camera on top?
Just to protect the camera.
Here.
Yeah, you can also put like a light and a microphone up here as well.
What kind of phone is that?
This is the iPhone 12.
Those cameras on it are pretty good.
Yeah.
I usually stay away from iPhones. I just like Android better, but I want the camera.
You know,
I
Android.
want some good cameras.
I think Android has the better camera than
Yeah.
iPhone.
Did they make one of these Androids with the different lenses?
No, I don't think so. That's the iPhone feature.
That's one's panoramic.
But I don't know a
one's-
lot about Android. Ever since I got iPhone, I've been stuck with iPhone, you know.
What is it? Is it one panoramic or one's? What's the difference between all the lenses?
I'm not sure. That's a good question, but come on through. Food change your
want to own that property. So you know what we're going to do? This is the sheriff and the DA's office. The county owns this building. That means we own the building. Taxpayers own this building. We can go anywhere we and yet they're going to tell us and tell the gentleman directly to his face, get off of the property. Why do they continue to incite? So at the end of the day, we just called, this grill is backed up, we're sending for food. We're getting ready to go over and we're going to be on their property, which in a few minutes you can probably see. They've been putting people on the roof throughout the whole week. But out today, they put a trash can to block that, and they put this trash can to block this today. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to go over here. We're going to bring soda. We're going to bring water. We're going to cook out. We got somebody that's just called and said they're going to bring fish. We got hot dogs. We're going to have hamburgers. And we're going to now make this our official headquarters.
Yeah.
They were camped out when I came up here the first morning it happened. The media was here at 3 o'clock that morning. The sign specifically says no parking, reserved parking. So they didn't ask the media to move. Yet the buildings were open. But yet once again, all we're trying to do is make sure we bring attention to justice for Andrew Brown.
That's right. That's right.
They're always putting little and small obstacles. And you notice I said little because we're going to overstep it every time. But they always want to keep doing the thing, but we're not going to take our eyes off of the prize. The prize is to make sure that we do not change our focus, and we have to continue to remember that Andrew Brown Jr. was executed. No other questions. So when you talk about the curfew, that's small potatoes. That's not what we're losing our focus on. That's right. So that way, those who may be wondering if we're legal, we have a permit to be here. We have a permit to march. So by no means are we trying to get the focus off of little small things such as, do you have a permit? Do you do this? Did you do this? Our whole goal is to make sure that the tapes get released to the family. Once that takes place, once we look at the tapes, then we ask for justice to be served. So right now, today, so that way, I guess they just want to see, so we're going to take over their parking lot, we're going to cook on their parking lot, and we're just going to stay here and let them see us where we're at, and to make them understand that you can come and talk to us just like we've made ourselves available to talk to you.
That's right. That's right.
So every time they've done something, we've talked to people. The curfew has been extended to 12 o'clock. We talked to them. We didn't try to throw stones at nobody, but we just wanted them to understand. So at this time, we're going to ask everybody, we're going to have some chairs being brought out so we can sit out, but we're going to move directly over there. I know the shade is over here, but we want to be there so they can see us out here and let them now tell us, with all the people that we have here, let them now tell us all that we have to get off of our problem. That's going on. That's going on.
We still got that free mind. We're going to jail. We're going to jail today. Y'all still got that free mind? So we're going to jail.
This all the people for Andrew Brown, y'all. Look at y'all. They taking over the parking lot. Excuse me. Look at all these people. This community has really come together. Look, they got all this stuff for the protesters. Come on, Dunkin' Donuts, come on. This community has really come together.
I think they over here by the
Let's look at some of these signs, y'all. Look at all the beautiful signs. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of media out here. We want justice for Andrew Brown. Let's see. I'm getting everybody to interview. He got the grill up there. Yes, EC shrimp. Keep the camera. My girl. This is one of the trash cans that the police officers put so they would not come into this parking lot.
So, the deputy.
Me, not because we wanted to come and bother them, but because we want to tell the new officers they're about to hit the streets, they're about to become police officers, not to become murderers.
That's right.
Like Eric Stillman.
Yes.
That officer came to Little Village and he suffered from PTSD. He had just came out of Afghanistan and he had a mindset of killing. He was trained by the U.S. Marine Corps as a killer. And we want justice for Anthony Alvarez, for Adam Toledo, and for all those that have been killed from the police department. We are here in solidarity, not to cause any harm, not to hurt them. And they have all these officers behind us spending millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. And we've been calling on the mayor for a month now to reach out to us and call us to have a sit down with us about the food pursuit that we want to introduce, about the ordinance that we want to introduce, the Adam Toledo Peace Book Ordinance. We want to be the owners of our police stations. We want to run our police stations. We want to control, hire, and fire our police officers. We should not have officers that suffer from PTSD in our black and brown communities.
Right.
They're disturbed and they are angry. Therefore, today, we're asking our brothers and sisters in solidarity to join us, continue the fight until we get arrested Eric Stillman and Officer Solano, who killed Anthony Alvarez. Those officers are still being paid. Those officers are still getting a check, and they're still going to work for the Chicago Police Department, and I'll bet you they'll get a badge for their stupidity. We keep awarding stupid people. We keep giving them a higher rank. These officers do not deserve to work for the police department. They're a shame to the city of Chicago. They're a shame to the police department, and they're a shame to our communities. Today, I would like to introduce our sister, Cecilia, about our projects tomorrow and our marches for tomorrow.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Cecilia Garcia, and I am a mother of 5, a member of the Right to Family Campaign and Family Reunification. Today in Latin America, you celebrate El Día del Niño. Today, the mother of Adam Toledo and Anthony.
That's why I ain't gonna lie to you. When I seen that shit, I think we was at the ballpark. So when they seen that shit, I was like, ain't no way, bro. I'm like, everybody in this city know each other for the most part. I'm like, hey.
I think you will find it.
We out of here. A lot of them probably out of here, to be honest with you. What do you think about to happen with this situation? Yeah.
Oh, they're about to cook.
Oh, okay, okay.
Hamburger, $5, big.
We're reporting live where tragedy has hit in Elizabeth City, but the community has come together.
Man, every other city, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it is, bro. Like, as soon as this shit go cool, you know what I'm saying?
And shot Hamilton 14 times. That officer was fired, MPD Chief Flynn at the time, 7 years later. And one of the things they want to see is a ban, a complete ban on chokehold, some of the people here talked about. Now, Governor Evers has issued an executive order that would apply to the police under state management. That's the DNR, as well as Capitol and State Patrol. And it asks for changes to their use of force guidelines. One of them would be that chokeholds could only be used in the instance of where any other sort of deadly force could be used. So again, chokeholds are not taught in Wisconsin at police academies, but there is a call, there's been calls to make those changes to completely ban them. Again, Governor Evers not calling for a complete ban in his executive order, but what he did do, and I asked him, well, why not a complete ban? That's what the activists are asking for. And he said it's one step at a time. This is a step in that direction. But right now, there is an exemption if that officer's life is in jeopardy, according to that executive order signed by Governor Tony Evers, asking that the use of force guidelines be changed for state-managed police. There's also movements in legislation as well at the state level, again, also offering that exemption when the officer's life is in jeopardy. So I want to turn it over to you now. There's a rally going on here at Red Arrow Park, remembering the 7th anniversary of the police shooting of Dontre Hamilton. But again, it did lead to some changes here in Milwaukee policing. Now I'm going to turn it back to the rally here.
saying that right. Pasquotank County. No violence. There's been no violence, to be very clear. This town thus far, they've had pretty incredible sign of force. And some would say that they do that because it's necessary to maintain and to keep it from turning into a, de-escalating into something that might be more violent. But from what we've seen, there hasn't been any hostility towards businesses, towards anyone else, really. There was one exchange with some eggs and I think some water bottles in one officer a couple nights back, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, and from the reports, that's about the extent of it. So
we gonna sit back, play cards, cook something, whatever. That's how we do it. I'm not marching down another doggone street. That stuff like to tore me up. I can't do that. We don't need no outsiders to come in here and try to destroy peaceful people and try to entice them into a riot. We don't need that. So we're having a sit down right here at the Sheriff's Department, and we will sit down every day until we get results. Thank you. My name is Maria Mother. Thanks y'all. Thank y'all for being here and telling the story. Also, I have a page, Marie Franz. Look it up.
Go ahead, girl.
I'm acting.
Oh shit, hey, yo, get out
Oh, well, you had to beat the beast on the can.
Miss Marie, you told it like it was. I respect you.
My name is Marie Franz.
Yes, ma'am. Why are you fighting for justice?
It's been going on for 30 years. A lot of kids. Tony Commander and Junior Graham need to come out of jail ASAP. They've been set up. If they didn't get set up, they would have been dead. Half of these young kids, they were low-level drug dealers. They were not even a pot to piss in. If you're kingpin, you're gonna have everything. But the kingpin was Pasquotank Sheriff's Department and the old administration of ECP. Now we had these people come in. I never seen before, and I figured it out when I seen the prison buses. They was gonna make sure there was a riot that night, but it didn't happen. We don't need no outsiders to come here and mess with our peaceful Elizabeth City, Pasquotank County, North Carolina. We're gonna show you how to do a sit down and a peaceful protest. We're not moving from this area. This is it. Until we can get what we get, we might stay another hour. We might make it an all-night affair.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
understand? My name is Marie Franz. Maybe my mama can find me now.
And you heard that here first.
Yes, maybe my mama can find me.
Keep it safe, so it's not an unruly mob of people walking through the streets.
Actually, the police have been escorting us. They're relatively friendly until things get past curfew, and it's a big show. They're doing a show of force. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's no violence.
What do you think about the amount of law enforcement that they brought? Like last night, I was amazed.
Absolute overkill. I mean, it was laughable when we got 15 or 16. I was arrested the first night.
Oh, were you?
Yes, I was sitting in the middle of the street, hands up, and we got 40 cops in riot gear for like 15 people.
Yeah.
We're just talking. It was just they're just trying to show who's boss. They're like, we're in charge.
Right.
Well, not really.
Do you feel like I've seen it's like a joint task force? There's counties, so many different counties that have been brought in.
There's probably some from out of state too.
Yeah, do you think it's a fear that this might turn into a little like a small town Kenosha type situation where it's a little city but it has a big showing of protest?
Maybe. Kenosha. Refresh my memory of Kenosha.
Oh, Kenosha, Wisconsin was after Jacob Blake.
Okay, there's so many. Yeah.
There's a lot of situations that have come up in the last for a while now.
It's going to be guided by the government's response.
Sure.
So the more they push us, the more we're going to push back. But we want to keep it civil as possible.
Right.
Like I said, you know, there's some guys going around on bikes,
Yeah.
motorcycles at nighttime.
Yeah, we saw
causing
that
a
last night.
hassle. It's dangerous, especially when they go through a bunch of protesters at 50 miles per hour. That really pisses off the cops. But, you know, like I said, I was arrested that night.
Yeah.
We're not angry with Elizabeth City Police. You know, they didn't do this, you know, but all police are pretty much part of the problem until they're educated and trained better. You know, I think that they should, you know, require a college education for police, not just any jack off out of high school can go to academy and have a job where you're literally responsible for people's lives. I mean, what other job in the world where you're responsible for somebody's life doesn't require a college education?
It is. You hear a lot of things that are thrown around the comparatives, like it takes longer to become a barber than it does to become a police officer.
Exactly. So,
And,
you know, there's all kinds of people. Some people just want to be police officers to do good. Then you got the little big man guys who just want to be a cop, you know.
Flexing from the days that they were getting flexed on, yeah.
Exactly. But overall, like I said, we were arrested. They went out their way to tell us we weren't going to get hurt. And they were very polite to us in the police station and stuff. But as people act up, I'm sure that politeness is going to go away very quickly.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you feel like, and did you get out that night? Because there was a bail fund in place.
They bonded us out. They were there before I was.
Who did that now?
They were at the magistrate before I was.
Who was doing that? Because they gave out a number last night that I had written on my arm.
There's a couple different groups.
Yeah.
And they're there with the bond. Just make sure if you're arrested, show up for the bond because they lose that money and all they do is recycle it to the next person who needs it.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, they just said show up for court and just keep the ball rolling is how they worded it.
We hope we get more people from outside of town and everything, so long as they're not here with a different agenda. We shut them down pretty quick.
Touch on that real fast if you would.
Well, some people are coming in and agitating and just saying they got their own agendas, saying some hateful things and things that have nothing to do with Andrew Brown, and they get called out pretty quick.
Really?
Especially by some of the older ladies here. They're like
you don't see that a lot anymore.
Hey, you're good.
If there is no justice, you will get no peace. If we don't get no justice,
not allowed to get ambushed. Keep pushing. I would like to give them enough common sense, benefit of doubt, so they possibly know where we're going now. Everybody put your fist up. When I say fist up, you say fight back. Fist up. 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 Fight back. All right. Now, take it out. We're going to keep doing it. Every time we march, remember group of people, stay right. Everybody stay right. But more importantly, whatever you do in the group, you must take the oath for the fight for justice. So repeat after me. Say it with your soul. Call upon the ancestors. It's the word from my ancestors. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love and support each other. We must love and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our change. We have nothing to lose but our change. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win. We must love and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our change. We must fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our change. We have nothing to lose but our change. We have nothing to lose but our change.
No justice! No Thompson Jr. Anthony Thompson Jr. Anthony Thompson Jr.
Yo, in the front. Stop at your partner so we get a water break. Water break coming up. Hot it up. That look good. You look very good. Okay. Welcome. Yeah. You're the jumping spot. That's all right. That's right. I was born in the street. Yeah, you know, this is wasting taxpayers' money, $300,000 at a time. An hour, that's what it costs an hour to fly that thing.
Give us the audit. We want the audit. We demand the audit.
Right. We need an audit. I need to know where my money going. How much that costs? I know it costs $300,000 an hour. Go to the back. Reason why I'm keeping this, we got good makeup on today, count. They pick each other up.
I was saying some stuff earlier. You couldn't hear. Yeah, $300,000 an hour.
Watch this car.
Everybody go to the white area to the side. Let's set up the fire line and I'm gonna let them back. Everybody go right here. We're gonna stop for the water break.
I'm wondering if I should stop it or I can talk to him.
Get some cold water. Cold water or cold water? Let's take it to the streets and fuck the police. No justice, no peace.
no justice, no peace. Let's take it to the streets and fuck the police. No justice, no peace. Let's take it to the streets and fuck the police. No justice, no peace. Our streets, our streets, our streets, our streets, our streets, our streets, our city, our city, our city, our city. Black lives matter. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo. All that yelling and walking. Yelling and walking. Yeah, gotta get back in shape. My lungs, you know, I gotta get this spare tire. That's all, you know.
Surely be in shape.
Streets! Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Say it name! Anthony Thompson Jr. Say it name! Anthony Thompson Jr. Say it name! Anthony Thompson Jr. Long live it! 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 No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No racist! Police! Everybody say no cops! No KKK! No racist USA! 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 Anthony's life matters! 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 Say his name! Anthony Thompson Jr. Say his name! Anthony Thompson Jr. Say his name! Anthony Thompson Jr. Say his name! Anthony Thompson Jr.
Black people used to live here.
Black people used to live here.
Liar, buyer, gentrifier.
Liar, liar, gentrifier.
Black people used to live here.
Black people used to live here.
Liar, buyer, gentrifier.
Liar, liar, gentrifier.
Black people used to live here.
Black people used to live here.
Liar, buyer, gentrifier.
Liar, liar, gentrifier.
Black people used to live here.
Black people used to live here.
Liar, buyer, gentrifier.
Liar, liar, gentrifier.
Black people used to live here.
Black people used to live here.
Liar, buyer, gentrifier.
Fire, fire, gentrifier.
Black people used to live here.
Black people used to live here.
Liar, buyer, gentrifier.
Fire, fire, gentrifier. Black people used to live here.
people used to live here.
Fire, fire, gentrifier.
Fire, fire,
I think we should keep going because we're here. I said I think we should keep going because we're here. But yeah, it's at 20%. So.
No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. I said no justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
I said no justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
Sorry. No, you're good. Sorry. I just saw the sign.
No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
Make a right on Maplewood.
To the right, to the right.
No peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. Justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
I said no justice.
No peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
Make the first left.
No peace.
One by the second left. Two. Make the second left.
Anthony Thompson Jr. Anthony Thompson Jr. Anthony Thompson Jr.
totally get it. I just don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. I've never, even as a kid, my parents didn't get vaccinations were a thing in our household. So my upbringing kind of brought me to a place where it wasn't something that I saw and I was like, yes, I'm doing that.
You're from Cali?
Seattle.
Seattle. Okay, yeah. I can definitely tell the West Coast that.
Yeah. So it's I don't know, but I encourage people to do it. If it makes them feel safe and comfortable, I definitely would encourage it. Anything that gives people peace of mind in this day and age, especially. If it helps you feel, like you're going to be put in a better position by doing it than it worse, absolutely.
Okay. Cool. I appreciate you talking to me very much. Thank you. There have been some people I don't recognize around here lately.
Yeah.
And it's my community. I live right over there. My son goes to school right over there.
Sure.
I'm curious about the people who are coming into my community. I'm wondering if, let me ask you this. Are you here to help me heal my community?
Absolutely.
How?
Elevating the voices of the people and making sure that the story behind the story is being heard. Talking to people that are here locally that are directly affected by what's happening in the street. And by that I mean the family and friends of Andrew Brown.
A couple things about Kroger. So beyond just the issues with Kroger's treatment of employees in the past, as far as wages and such are concerned, you also have a situation where all of the Krogers in the West End are already closed for the day. But, Krogers in the white neighborhoods, if you will, are, still open, as you can see here. And also, as I mentioned, this is where the flowers, the garlands, all that stuff is put together for the Derby. So this is all about no justice, no Derby. That's the theme here. That's the message. So it's all about disrupting anything and everything that has to do with the Kentucky Derby.
We are way more powerful. I'm not here.
We are here.
Make a rule. I'm going to read it out to you so you can go there and see the seats.
However they choose to be every single weekend.
Those are facts, everybody.
We are here to show that we will not keep funding activities that do not promote the betterment of our communities, our cities, and us as individuals.
That's it.
We are not here for the Derby. We are here to say the Derby is not for us. No justice, no Derby. No justice, no Derby. No
Shut it down!
much more sense. I thought they were saying Breonna Taylor is not a whore. I'm like, I mean, no, but like, why are we having to say that? Thank you. I had to get after that until they broke my other monopod.
Oh, that's right. I saw you talking about that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't find out until I went to go use it. Yeah. But this one seems all right. I don't see Jason, y'all. See Mr. Downing. I mean, I know he's small, but you know, he's not that small. Yeah, right. Right.
So y'all put flowers on horses, well, we gotta put flowers on graves, right? Now let's get an understanding. This frozen is still open. It's still open, right? See, why do we got diamonds in our neighborhood? Why do we got diamonds in our neighborhood? There's no fun. There's no cameras. Anywhere that you gonna find starving people that got a hustle, you gonna find diamonds. So y'all doing this shit on purpose. Y'all want us to stand and kill each other.
They are paying attention. They have diverted everybody, well, for the most part, not everybody. That woman just came out of there, but most of the people are coming out down here.
So it's funny. It's funny that a person just had to bury a 14-year-old child. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny to you. That's funny that another 14-year-old just got killed. On child 3 weeks ago. On Cane Run, my bad. So that's funny to you. How this white supremacy system is doing us as people of color. You gotta say people of color.
I'm skinny, but I'm not tiny.
And everybody else the same.
I'm 5'11".
They do us a little worse. They do us a little worse. And it's sad
That's why Jason Downey calls me Gumby.
what do they do? What do they do? They ain't honorable people. You ain't honorable, man. Y'all disgrace to the bed. Y'all see wrong, y'all don't point it out. So you just as worse as the bad guy that you know. You just as worse as the scumbag. You know different. Y'all don't point the shit out guys wrong.
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black
the Kroger. What's up?
I love Matthew Ballard. My name's T.I. Wyatt. I'm a supporter. Instagram, 6
Tell them the station that rocks.
Put your fist up when you come out.
Tell them the station that rocks.
Put your fist up. Put your fist up.
MFTW, the station that rocks.
MFTW, KRS, I don't know, KRS, MFTW, I don't know.
KRS, MFTW, the station that rocks forever. Oh.
That horn better be
That is not our target.
That horn better be for us. You don't get no peace.
We do not deal with all that people that get upset with us over standing up for our freedom and liberty. We are only talking about
We are in Louisville, Kentucky. This is Louisville, Kentucky. This Kroger is the Kroger where they put together the garland of roses and had them on display, for a bit. Those are on their way to Churchill Downs at this point, but that is why people are at this particular Kroger here in Louisville, Kentucky. Democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
You can't stop the revolution. 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 You can't stop the
So not sure why person could easily move along, but person could move along, but they're choosing.
He taunted us first.
She stopped. It ain't going to text you. Keep it pushing. Put your line in.
Put it in drive. Put it in drive. What you want to do? Get out the way. Get out the
That is. She was told to go on her way, and she goes and flips off everybody as she drives on. I don't know if I got that on the video or not, but I saw it. She couldn't help herself. She had to give the middle finger. She gave us the finger? Yeah, she gave us the finger as she rolled away. So Tony, this is the Kroger where they put together the garland, you know, the roses and everything for the Derby, where they had them on display. You know, Kroger is viewed as a big part of the problem when it comes to supporting LMPD, you know, as far as what they donate to law enforcement and so on, what they donate to LMPD and so on here. I mean, and also the fact that, you know, they're part of the whole system that is the Kentucky Derby that doesn't really do much of anything at all for the black community here in Louisville. The simple fact that the Krogers in predominantly black neighborhoods in this city that are already food deserts as is, their Krogers, you know, the last few days and through Derby are closing at 5, whereas, you know, Kroger's elsewhere in the city are, you know, remaining open as per their normal schedule. So that's why they have decided to come to this Kroger. I'm a Kroger shopper as well. A lot of the people here shop at Kroger, but Kroger is problematic. Just like many other companies, Kroger is problematic in its own ways.
Today is not my day to die. Today is not my day to die. Ain't shit funny around here. Ain't shit funny. Ain't nothing funny around this bitch. Ain't nothing funny. Hey, I think nobody should be allowed to drive through here no more. Nobody should drive through here no more. Nobody should drive through here no more. Nobody.
Did Kroger give a reason? Sorry, give a reason for what specifically? Our Kroger. Our Kroger.
Sign real quick.
This is our friendly neighborhood Kroger.
Our friendly neighborhood. No peace! No peace! No garbage!
What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! If we don't get it, shut it down! We don't get it, shut it down! We don't get it, shut it down! And they shut it down, the door is locked.
They lock the door. Lock the door again. Lock the door again. They lock these doors. If we don't get it, if we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. Shut it down. Stop that.
Shutting the Kroger down.
Close that shop. Stop that bread. Close up shop. Stop that bread. Close up shop. Stop that bread. Close up shop. Stop that bread.
woman's booking it. She is afraid of the... No, this is Louisville, Kentucky. This is Louisville, Kentucky.
That's right. Oh,
I'd like to have some graphics on the screen that say this is Louisville, Kentucky, and so on, but unfortunately the app that I'm using had to add lower thirds and stuff like that. This is Louisville, Kentucky. We are at this Kroger here in Louisville, Kentucky. You know where the Kroger is at, you know where the Kroger is at. If you don't, you don't. This is the Kroger where the Garland of Roses was put together and put on display today. It is part of the, Kroger is a big part of the Kentucky Derby festivities and, so on. So that is why we are here.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose.
Fat ass, go get some donuts. Fat ass. Hey, fat ass. Hey, fat ass. Hey, fat ass. Nothing to lose but our time. The donuts are on the inside, fat boy. About systemic racism and how it has held us back forever. With your weak ass Volvo, bitch. We rob niggas like you. So you get the mayor, the former house speaker, tell y'all about black. Shop. You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today. Take your privilege ass on. Take your privilege ass on. Take your privilege ass on.
It's time to freaking leave.
This shit ain't no game. Yeah, they locking the doors up. We shut the store down. It's over.
This is the Kroger where the Garland of Roses was put together. Yeah, this is where the Garland of Roses. A second, let me turn this around. Yeah, this is where the Garland of the Kroger where the Garland of Roses was put together and put on display for a bit. And with, you know, the integral with how integral Kroger, you know, is for the Kentucky Derby festivals as far as, you know, sponsorship and other things that they do. You know, they're targeted at you too. Yeah, Middletown is basically a suburb of Louisville. I mean, it's still within the metro, you know, what's known as the Louisville metro area. But they it's, you know, it's basically a suburb, you know, of Louisville. It's on the outskirts of the metro area. Yeah, it took them a little longer to get like ready and everything, Chris. If I was gonna nitpick on anything, it would be the fact that we always seem to take a little too long, you know, to get things going here. Hold on a second here. I'll be back. I'm not going anywhere just yet. Those of you watching on Twitch, I'm 3 away from 1,000 followers. 3 away. It's just 3.
Killer cops to jail.
The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Arrest, convict, send them to cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Arrest, convict, send them to cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Arrest, convict, send them to
Hold on. So y'all put flowers on horses, well, we gotta put flowers on braids, right? Now let's get an understanding. This folks is still open. It's still open, right? Still open. See, why do we got dollars in our neighborhood? Why do we got dollars in our neighborhood? Because there's no money. There's no capital. Anywhere that you gonna find starving people that got to hustle, you gonna find dollars. So, y'all doing this shit on purpose. Y'all want us to stand and kill each other over the dumbest shit.
Y'all
And it's not really
enjoy it.
dumb. We fight each other over survival. We fight each other over survival. You think it's fun.
You a fucking idiot.
Talk your shit, redneck bitch.
Look at you with your white privilege ass. Hey, be quiet when we take your Bud Light or Miller's Light, whatever
You
it is.
talking shit, but yet still you want to get a tan and look like that.
Yeah, she picked her step up too. Cause they scared of black people. They scared of that Miller. They can't take
That's
it.
funny to you. How this white supremacy system is doing us as people of color.
Come on.
You gotta say people of color. If they do the Asians and everybody else the same fucking way, they just do us a little worse.
That's it.
They do us a little worse. And it's sad that we got a brother over our house, Sam Bowles. Because what do they do? What do they do? They ain't honorable, B. You ain't honorable, man. Y'all just straight to the bed. Y'all see wrong and y'all don't point it out. So you just worse to get the bad guys that you know. You just worse as a scumbag. You know different. Y'all don't point the shit out, guys, come on.
That's my energy. ACAB. What's that mean? That means fuck your QIDIE.
This way. They blocking this one out. They're doing other. Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. You know, you walk through the entrances.
Today
is where they make the roses for the winners of the Kentucky Derby. And it's on display today and tomorrow. And at the same time, they're going to close the Kroger in the West and keep this one open. People need to go to that Kroger for medicinal reasons, nutritional reasons, and it's absurd. Here protesting against that theory, and the theory I said it first.
Y'all heard it here first, man.
LAPD is not the solution. All streets! All streets! All streets!
You taunted us first.
You heard him.
Where's her ticket? Where's the cash for her?
Put it in drive. Put it in drive. Put it in drive.
Why ain't you giving her a ticket? Arresting her!
You can take it if you don't want it.
Move, bitch! Get out the way! Move, bitch! Get out the way!
Y'all all wasting white people.
It's white privilege. It's white privilege. It's privilege. White privilege.
Why's her citation at home? As we were saying, it's a bad neighborhood for people to
Ain't nobody getting no peace. Justice! Now! Justice!
Now!
Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down!
Put your fist up if you're going in there. Put your fist up. Put your fist up. If you're going in there, you're going to put your
Move, man!
Put your fist up.
Move, man!
Let me get in front of you in case the car comes. They get me, not you. Can't say Black Lives Matter because they roll tide.
Roll Tide.
That's the ultimate in racist, isn't it?
Feel that.
They locked us up, they put us down.
streets. Our streets. Our streets. Our streets. No peace. No derby. No derby. No derby.
What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? If we don't get it, if we don't get it, if we don't get it, shut it down. And they shut it down, the door is locked. Mission accomplished.
Go read a book about systemic racism and how it has held us back forever.
California newsreel
race a power of the illusion. Exactly. With your weak ass Volvo. Bitch, we rob niggas like you. So you can hear the former politicians tell y'all not black. I worked 20 years. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down.
Thank you. They close our trucker, we close yours. They close our trucker, we close yours. They close our truckers, we close yours. They close our truckers on Clark, we close yours. They close our trucker, we close yours.
Maxwell, look who's calling my phone. I don't know why. I don't know why.
They ain't coming to start this shit. I ain't worried about it. Yeah, but ain't nobody starting shit with us.
Back to our original destination. Back to our original destination. Back to our original destination.
Show me what democracy looks like. No way. You can't stop the revolution. Fuck
Hey, watch out. They might be trying to fuck with somebody. Remember you said they were trying to get at somebody? So I already got something for them.
people have their kids out here. People are literally just enjoying a Friday night. And it's once again sad that people have to come out for reasons like this. It's sad that people are not aware of police interactions with black people or people in general. But yeah, guys, this is Elizabeth City. Having a good old night. Once again, for the local officers who have been reported to as watching the live stream, I would like for you all, either when you get off your shift, either you might be the guys sitting behind me, I'm not exactly sure. But when y'all get off y'all shift, hopefully you all think to yourself, like, damn, am I treating people as people? Am I a stand-up officer? Once again, when we pulled up, there was an officer over here who was with the people. Yes, she was a black officer. I don't think you need to be a black officer to be able to be with the people. So, let's start seeing things to where, officers are, changing their tones a little bit after this shit. I understand Protect the Blue. I understand a lot of stuff where if my boy do something, I might not just off the bat, call him out about it. But if I sit at home and I have a conscience, which I do, and I reflect on what occurred, at some point I realized that was wrong, that was messed up. And either I say something or I sit with the guilt. So either y'all are sitting with the guilt, y'all are sitting with the guilt because ain't none of y'all stepping up and saying anything. So y'all pretty much are just sitting here with this guilt. And Craig, I don't give a damn if you live here. There's video proof to show how these people have not been stirred up, how these people have been peaceful. But yeah, this is y'all know me. Y'all know I love non-violence. Y'all know I love community. I love seeing people come together. I love seeing people be people, man. At the end of the day, you got people who live here like Craig. Is that your name? Come on, Craig. Craig wouldn't even show up here. He wouldn't even. He would be the type of individual who would be walking over here somewhere. Craig would be walking over here, looking at all of the people over here together. Craig would be that guy all the way over here, while everybody else is over here. You feel me? That's the difference between people, and that's one of the biggest things I learned in Louisville. Whenever Louisville had a protest, and you turn into a newscast, and you'll see a dumbass local person who says things like, "Oh, they're rioters, they're looting, they're going to mess the city up tonight." And people are just protesting, bro. They were occupying the street. Hey, I get it. It ain't right. Okay, just give me a ticket and keep it moving. But I ain't tearing stuff up, and yet you all in these comment sections trying to make it seem as if the protesters are not what they are, been shown to be on these live streams. There's live streamers out here, Craig, who show these events every single night. And I promise you, these people are strong as hell. These people, I commend you. This is the reason why I'm out here. I came out here for that specific reason. One of my moderators, the conversation we was having was, before I even thought about coming out here, first day I seen them, I'm just like, man, those people look just like a community. I don't see organizations running things. I don't see politicians out here running things. There might be some pastors out here. I don't know nobody, but corruption starts with those individuals who I told you about. And those people aren't out here taking away the image of the movement just to create an image for their organization or for thyself. So Craig, I hope that you actually come down here, man. I hope you just come and see it for your own eyes. Maybe you watched it on live streams. Maybe you watched it on some type of right-wing protest group. I'm not exactly sure, but I think you should really come down here, remember, man. Like literally, I've been down here for a few hours. I enjoy this. I've been walking around your city. The only thing I didn't like is when I enter this area, I drive past a whole shitload of police cars as if I'm about to walk towards a goddamn, war zone. Or maybe it's the fact that when I'm on the highway, at every other police or every marker, you got police officers, 2 to 3 at a piece. Stop creating a scene as if this is craziness going on out here. I'm an out-of-towner, I'm from out of town. Me coming out here saying that would make me want to turn my car and go somewhere else before I even see protesters. And then I get over here and the protesters are not in the street. The protesters, as you can see, a car is going by. So it's not like they're blocking the streets. They're literally in a parking lot. And the first image I get about North Carolina is passing 25 police cars before I can even get into the actual city. So if that's not stirring things, if that's not creating an image, if that's not trying to create some type of view that, oh my gosh, anything is going to go down, then I don't know what is. Once again, these people have been chilling. The livest thing I've seen tonight is the music and people enjoying the music. You've heard a couple chants. You've seen people just hanging and having conversations. You've seen CJ talking to multiple people out here. You've seen Fisher talking to multiple people out here. The vibe is all community. I mean, I've spoken to multiple people since I've been out here. I didn't get that I'm not welcome vibe. I didn't get that, what are you doing here? I got that, hey man, appreciate you being here. Appreciate you showing the world what we got going on, a peaceful protest. Appreciate for showing people that we're out here every single night, because you can't Google it, you can't YouTube it. Once again, I challenge any of you all to go to YouTube right now, type in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, or type in Andrew Brown. Go to the note to where it says relevance and type in today. You let me know if you see anybody who is live streaming out here. You even let me know if you see any other articles that were produced today about live streamers who are actually out here. You won't see none of this stuff on YouTube. Even when it comes to Facebook, you really won't see a lot of this stuff on Facebook. As when I was searching for other live streamers and things out here, in Louisville, whenever we had our protests in the beginning, you can type in Louisville protests and you will find a slew full of people. Literally, I type in all type of searches and I can't find anything. I've literally only found one person who has been live throughout this entire thing for the most part. Other than that, I'm not seeing too many people. Like I said, those who are searching, I'm pretty sure they're not finding much either. So sharing the live is very important, because once again, a cousin of mine won't see it if I don't share it. A friend of yours may not see it if you don't share it. And like I said, this is an example of what you truly want to see a protest be like. Some days you're marching, some days you're chilling, but you're still keeping that same vibe and energy no matter what you're doing. And that's what I see here. Once again, I haven't even marched tonight. I don't expect to march tonight. But the vibe is still the same as if there was a march tonight. Yes, those two are here. Yes, that's what I'm saying. But even when you search, you're not going to, if any of you all search right now and type in, if you don't type in their name and you type in Andrew Brown or you type in Elizabeth City, you're not going to find CJ's You're gonna find neither one of their live streams because algorithms is algorithms. We don't control that. Facebook does, and YouTube does. But yeah, as far as you all can see, this is the site of Elizabeth City. It's been like this. There you go, Kelly White, one person who is a proud resident of the area. I'm very proud of this city. I'm not even from here, but definitely, like I said, just being in Louisville and covering our protests and everything that we had going on, we had many times where we grew, and I mean, we've gotten, I mean, this is to the level, to the point that we've gotten to, even in Louisville. Granted, we've had a whole lot more going on in Louisville. It's a metropolitan city, so it's a very huge city. So you have more people. Once again, you have more media attention towards it. Because at the end of the day, this situation is no different than Breonna Taylor. They both were at home. So it's all about who gets the attention of everything. And sadly, that's how the world rotates around. Attention, attention, attention. Who can garnish the most? Who can keep the hot story? As you've seen me rotate this camera, y'all ain't seen no mainstream media out here since I told you they were out here earlier. You just see the Norma 2 and me. But if there's anyone who is a resident of this city and you would like to speak and give an interview, feel free to inbox me. I would like to speak to a few residents here and get feedback from the city. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, just as long as you're from here, you live here, you've been here, you know something about the place, regardless. I would like to get a vibe of this city from the people. I don't want to have to I don't want to Google things about the place. I don't want social media to put too much of a opinion on it. I want to truly hear from the people who live here. Ed, you were pretty clear. You were there doing Louisville protests. You seen how WDRB had Chad Mills there every single night. It's really not that hard to have someone hold a camera, a phone, and live stream. We can't take those excuses. Try again. And if, as far as in this little city, if there's a bigger story than this, then I'm sorry. I'm starting to realize that maybe to some of you all, Black lives really don't matter that much. I'm pretty sure police are not just murdering people in this city. I'm pretty sure there's not a lot going on in this city. So I mean, once again, if you truly think not covering people being a community is worth it, then I guess go cover someone who got shot. Go cover someone who had a car accident. I guess that's the stuff that's more important. Right, rating, chasing. Because as I can garnish people to watch my live stream, I'm pretty sure a news channel could place a camera on one of these light posts and just have it literally just watching. That's what they do in Louisville. But instead, as Ed said, they're just too important to come out here and, view the people. They're just that important. who is it, Deborah? It's always those. No, it's always those type of names. Oh, it's the same Deborah. Never mind. How do you keep getting back on here? How do you? I be wondering about you sometimes. I promise, I've blocked her multiple times. Somehow she just finds a way. But yes, he works for a system. That's correct. So that's why that captain, that lieutenant, that sergeant, whoever gave y'all orders to do what y'all do needs to be fired. The guy who pulled the trigger needs to be fired. Charged criminally. But first, you need to be fired. I just don't get how officers go back to work after shit like this. And I ain't talking about mentally, because I already know you don't give a fuck when you start your day at work. So I know if you kill me, you really don't give a fuck. But I'm just curious. I watched a video the other day, actually. I was watching a video that Sean King posted, and it was the head detective of the FBI, and he was explaining how officers get off and have the best sex in the world after, having the hardest days policing. And stuff like that really just makes me wonder, like I said, about the mindset of these police officers. Like, it really makes me wonder, just like, how cruel are you on the inside? Like, how weird are you to get off and he literally said we have the best sex after arresting people, or after chasing a bad guy, or after shooting somebody. I'm like, to be the head guy, that means that's how you train your individuals. To say all of this, the person who made the call is the one who needs to be fired and criminally charged, if you ask me. I don't know how you can criminally charge him because he didn't pull the trigger, but he definitely needs to be fired. He definitely needs to be removed, because your training is what's being pushed to those who work underneath you. And then until you stop pushing the way you work, they're going to work the way you want them to. And I'm not saying that the chief or whoever asked for this, but I'm pretty sure he didn't give a fuck how it went down by the way that they were heading into his home. So once again, I'm gonna tell y'all this way. I'm the type of person where I probably could never make it in the military. I'm the same person where when I've worked at jobs, I've been that person to where when it goes against my human beliefs, my human morals, the job is not that important to me. Your first response would probably be like, well, he has a pension, he has a retirement, he has benefits, he has so much, he can't just leave his job. I've seen so many people leave a job last year just to protest. But you're telling me you can't leave your job or go do another job? Like, how about just don't shoot nobody if it's unwarranted? Just do that part for a person. I mean, honestly, it's not that hard to literally care about a life. But like I said, a lot of these police officers, they're trained to not care about the life that's in front of them. They're just trained to make sure you are safe and protected so you can make a home to your family. And I agree with the mindset of that, but at the same time, the teachings behind that means no matter what's in front of you, take it out. And it seems like when it's a black person, that person that you are always in front of when it requires the use of a weapon, they're always trying to take you out. No matter if they are holding a cell phone, holding a sub, or just walking, listening to music in the ear. There just seems to be some type of mental evaluation that when you see black skin, the first thing you think of is a threat. And I ain't saying you walk around, you just see black people, you be like, oh, that's a threat, that's a threat. But if you pull me over for having a suspended license, or you pull me over for speeding, that translates and that turns into microaggression, and then eventually you feel threatened by me. And now I get killed because of a police stop, or I get killed because you were supposedly serving me a warrant. It's not that hard to, like I said, just think humanly. not that hard. Right, Hallie, however you may say it. All lives do matter, but for some reason, you all have a hard time seeing that Black lives matter. So y'all should be real familiar with these cake-ass trollers who say the same shit. Go home, don't you got a job? Are the same people who are sitting at home, sitting to the side, with a bag of chips in their hand, ice cream on the table in front of them, Fox News on the television, and they're sitting here watching. These people are grown, these people are human, this is a community. The community is together out here and enjoying the night. But for some reason, I think some of you all have an issue with that. Some of you all have an issue with black and white people coming together. Y'all have an issue with black and white people speaking up about police brutality. Y'all have an issue with black and white people speaking up about the justice system. It's weird because this is the same energy that I expected if it was just black people talking about these things. But for some reason, the whole community can come together and then it's still an issue. Let's go see what homeboy talking about.
I said it. Like she cares about us. She like the Clinton administration when they started structured sentencing. We went from fair sentencing to structured sentencing. Structured sentencing made you do 85% of your time. The Republicans didn't even like that. That's serious. You know why? Because they had to take care of your ass for the rest of your life in prison. And that cost. They'd rather not spend that dollar to take care of you. Who would have went to prison if the charge was right, but they didn't want him to go. Assassination. You ever been assassinated before? Yeah. How about that? I was a little pissed, because we were nice and calm, and then, check it out. This is how our officials try to make us hype. They put the curfew when we were chilling, to make other people say, damn, I hate this curfew. And then it makes us say, oh, you hating on Drew Brown? No, they're saying, we just hate the curfew. I feel you. But it made us like you were hating on Drew. So we want to turn up. And still didn't turn up. The whole world saw our neighborhoods, our hoods, all y'all prominent people, whatever you want to call yourself. Yeah, that's what we did it your way. And we didn't turn up. The rest of the world, like, yo, if it was me, I would do this and that. We didn't do it listening to our leaders. We still don't have no answers. We watch task force and special ops and only had in the last 6 months? Of course not. Because they know he wasn't gonna. If that boy's scared, that boy was ready to get murdered. Trust me. If you ain't never been ready to get, y'all ever been shot at before? Have anybody? Hey, yo, check it out. I'm 44 years old. I'm from Elizabeth City, North Carolina. The first time the police beat me up was 1988. Do the math. In Elizabeth City. I'll name names, really. I got set up with crack in 1996. And that was the time when both all our prominent leaders were going to the powers that be because us in the streets was unmanageable. So they went to them and them were like, yes, got them where we want them. What you want us to do to help take care of your people? What do you want us to do to control your people? Well, whatever you come up with, fuck it. They're tearing our neighborhoods up. So they come up with all these laws and everything. Now, y'all might not like this one. Y'all might not like this one. But I'm about to give somebody y'all not liking a little bit of props. Eric Holder and Obama started going against that that structured citizen. So they got out, they left. Donald Trump, when he finished it. My uncle, 28 years behind that, he was sentenced. Came home in 14. Oh, y'all like, damn, why didn't he do the whole 28? Uh-huh. He didn't. But if he did, you would have paid for it, you would have still been bitching about something. What you rather pay for, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But we're going to talk about what's going on here. And that's the same shit that's going on all over the world. The only problem is, when you're in a small town, it's really severe. Right? If in every city, you do the same amount of things in every city, the same number, but you come to these little cities that can't afford that number, damn, you hurting some cities. Now you just killed our boy. We appreciate everybody that's not from here. We appreciate everybody that didn't know him. We appreciate everybody that sat down for the stand, stood up for the sit, whatever, that you came to shine light. Because if we would have did it, boy, it would have been a double funeral. A triple funeral, a quadruple funeral. You think they won't kill us out here? Yo, check it out. I just cut my hair. My hair was down to here. I grew it because the police knocked me out right here. Wait, knocked me out meant I went out cold. He knocked me down on the ground. And when I was going to get up, all that blood made me say, hold on, let me chill for this kill me. That's just one incident. Now that's before I decided to fight back. yeah, assault on the government official. Proud of that. Real proud of that, because if I am. I sound ignorant? Hell no. I stood up for myself. I got to fight back, yo. I appreciate those that saying do this. We need y'all to do this. We need y'all to do that. I ain't telling nobody to do nothing. What I'm saying is we were peaceful and we were shut down. We were peaceful and we were threatened. We were chased in the streets that we live in. What? So what does being peaceful show us? It ain't gonna get us nowhere. It's gonna get us threatened. That's what I encourage all the little kids to be the police and be the army and be all of that and bring it back to us so we can see what they doing, infiltrate. Use those skills. Because I tell you what, and take it how you like. I've seen something on the internet. There was a nice little family, you know what I'm saying, put together well. Then I seen, to me, a nice little family put together well. Now the kids all had dreads. And it was like, As you kept flipping, all of them was trained in guns. But the comments under the little black family was heavy. They were like, oh, train this, train that, train this. But yo, when you had a pretty little white girl holding that thing, learning how to break it down, she's 8 years old. Oh, we looked at her and said, oh, she's gonna be something. She's gonna be this. So they got showing the little black boy, and it's gonna be more than the felon that you're gonna try to set him up to be. It's gonna be more than that dang casket that you're gonna put him in. Straight up.
Go ahead, Tom. Let me get the music back there, man.
I remember you was conflicted, misusing your influence. Sometimes I did the same.
He just had surgery on his eye. He had surgery on his feet.
Resentment that turned into addiction.
He had surgery on his Jesus. Everything. Just had a bunch of surgery. Hey, look, the dude, they shot 9 times one time. The dude that was shooting said, yeah, you shooting me.
people were. Like I said, there's still people out here. Like I said, I was just going in while the guy was talking, but there's still a good crowd of people out here as well. But yeah. He was just saying, generally with a lot of protesters, when we generally do a lot of the protesting, a lot of the times when it's peaceful, sometimes you just ask that question of where does peace get us? So it's kind of what he was drifting off with that one, but he was kind of just speaking about Andrew. Andrew was actually his boy. They were friends. I'm about to take a walk real quick. See if we can, I get that attention at the end. I'll wait. Yeah, they're real chill here. I mean, super chill here. I mean, they got their leaders and stuff like that, like we got our leaders and stuff. But I'm not hearing them say anything about organizations.
Hi. First of all, say his name. Say his name.
Andrew Brown.
Say his name.
Andrew Brown.
Let us not forget that is why we are here. That we are here to stand in solidarity with his family and with Elizabeth City. My name is Lydia. Hi. This may shock you because I'm just going to extend the conversation that my brother was talking about people with guns. Black people with guns versus white people with guns. This is going to shock you. But I am the leader of the general of the original Black Panthers of Gastonia, North Carolina. I have been out here standing in solidarity with you guys. I have stayed in the background. I have stood in where I can. I have unfortunately been arrested because they did not like that I was speaking truth and they said that I was inciting a riot. Black power. Black power. No justice. No peace. None. So, to extend his conversation, the police of Elizabeth We are out here for Drew because he was murdered by pigs. By pigs on a truck that rolled up like the good old boys. I read the article. It said that there were 7 police officers involved, but 4 of them did not fire their guns, so they are now back on these fucking streets.
Right.
Now, I am a criminologist, okay? That's what I studied. I'm a criminologist. I know that when black people get in trouble, if there's one person in a group that commits a crime, but they were all there in the commission of a crime, they are all charged with that crime. Okay? Yes, that's what happens to, guess what? Black people. The point is, you have to understand that what happened to Drew is no coincidence, it's systematic. It's systematic oppression and racism within these systems that are rooted in white supremacy sentiment that your dear Sheriff Putin holds. I've seen him speak. I've seen him speak. He's a white supremacist. He's okay with his officers murdering y'all's friends, y'all's family. It's BS. And so now they're oppressing you from speaking out. They don't want you to go in the street. Oh, you need a permit. The First Amendment tells me that in the event of an emergency, I have the right to fucking assemble. Excuse me, y'all. My mama don't be liking when I cuss.
Say that shit.
I'm
Say that shit. Say it.
So I want to be clear. I know that they are breaking your constitutional rights. I study constitutional law, which is why I told those police officers, your sergeant, that you cannot arrest me for inciting a riot. First of all, there is no riot. The only riot was the police. So I know that they are breaking your constitutional rights when we are ran down and hunted like animals just for voicing Andrew Brown's name. No, some people, some of his family left. Some of them left. Because it's like, wait, what are we doing? It's BS. So whatever y'all want to do, I'm with you. I know that's right, baby.
Thank you, sister. Thank you.
Andrew Brown. 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 No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. Police. If we don't get no justice, then we don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, then we don't get no peace.
I've been keeping up with you out here. Appreciate it.
Shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down.
No. Like when you, on my burner account, I type in your name in, I type in
Fuck 12.
stuff pops
Fuck
up.
12. Fuck 12.
Go on YouTube, check it out. Type in
Up here
Andrew Brown.
watching Unstoppable right now.
Multiple of the live
Fuck
streams
12.
you go to the page and see my friends type it
Hey,
in.
y'all been watching damn movie right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Fuck 12.
Let's see it though. Hey, my guy, yeah.
Fourth Gun Broadcast 66, we melt these zones.
Alright, skip board, you gotta go.
Thank y'all for having me in this little circle right here. In this black circle.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out
I gotta fly back to Seattle tomorrow morning.
In this circle of people who want justice for Andrew Brown Jr. In this circle of people standing right next to these cops and these sheriffs. They want to keep us away from peace. They want to keep us away from justice. They want to keep us away from that whole case. They want to keep us away from light and love for our people in our community. Whether it's in Elizabeth City,
What was your
or
flight?
Raleigh, or Charlotte, or wherever across this goddamn state. This enemy, the eternal enemy of the police, or the cops, they've been doing it for like 20 years now. They're the ones that keep oppressing us. They're the ones in power. They're the ones that keep the knee on our neck. And the same shit has happened in this city. And the same shit has happened in Charlotte with Frankie Jennings on his birthday, March 23rd, killed by the cops. And Jada Peterson and Lucky Canal too. The same thing that happened in Raleigh with Pete Thomas. The same thing that happens everywhere in this state. We as black will pull up every day, any day, every time of the day, bring a shopping street for ours, for our people, for black people, for all of us.
I've been seeing stuff that's blow my mind. There was a lot of held space there.
Can I get a fuck 12? Fuck 12! Fuck 12! Fuck 12!
You might see 5 or 6 people. Yeah. Like this ain't the same, but it's crazy. So the video that they put out, it shows LAPD pretty much flexing. Their flexing is what got him killed. Really? Yeah, them showing out something. So watch me about to do. And that's what the night they went into West End and shot at them. Really? Like all the video came out.
It's on Vice though?
I'm gonna check that out. Yeah.
What's this? What's this? What time is it? 10 o'clock? Right
You'll think after the past year, other surrounding cities, especially like small places like this, they wouldn't be trying to flex as much as they're doing.
You should have seen it last year. Unless you were watching the stream last night.
I was watching it.
I couldn't believe it. Like, cause we've been in bigger cities, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where, like the police work them out and swoop in, it's a big number. But like, I went down the street and talked to the captain, and I'm like, hey man, what's the deal with curfew? Like, you know, and he was just like, he was like, were you pressed? And he was like, go home. And he was like, whatever. And then I looked down the corner, man, and it was just, it was like 100, at least 100 dudes like just marching up, and there was a group like 5 this size. No one was in block. It wasn't like there was a group that looked like them areas. It was just like mostly grass, and people were like.
as you all see, pretty peaceful. Over here, just over talking to CJ a little bit. He was saying the same thing. You know, it's been pretty quiet. It's been chill. And that's kind of like the way I've seen the show out to be. Peaceful. Once again, a peaceful event like this still attracts trolls. You feel me? It still attracts those who don't see the good in the community or people coming together. I guess that's why people gotta always be out here regularly somewhere. Cause y'all still ain't getting it. But as I look around, the police themselves, you all can see, they're watching TV. Let's give it to 10 seconds. Let's see if they move in 10 seconds. But yeah, just pretty much watching TV. It's a big TV, I can tell y'all. I'm all the way down here, and I'm halfway blind, and I can see the TV. But yeah, they're up there chilling, doing whatever they do best. A whole lot of nothing. But yeah, the crowd has quieted down. As CJ stated, you know, yesterday they had half of the crowd, and the police were out here on their shit. So hopefully tonight is chill. Hopefully tonight is none of all of that extraness. Hopefully tonight is simple. People get to enjoy their space, their time, the community, grieve in ways that some of you all don't agree with. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, it stays the way it's been. No police. The people themselves, they're gonna be who they are, peaceful, non-violent. If they were watching Police Academy, they still wouldn't know what to do, right? Let's take a walk real quick. That's what I'm gonna do. See if we can, I don't know how far that is. I'm gonna look on my phone and see how far that school was. Let's see. Let me see where the school is at. Alright, so I'm about a block away from the school. How do you even say your name? Boflo? The Sheep Harney Elementary School. That's where I seen like all of the heavy loaded police officers were all posted up at. But I think I'm gonna wait till this quiet down before I actually walk that direction to show you all how they're all set up over there.
So we want to hit the balls. Y'all been to Elizabeth City. We don't have one.
But yeah, guys, this is the scene, you know, peaceful, quiet. At times having people speak on the megaphones. No one has incited violence. No one has tried to incite a riot. People have just been speaking. But time of the night is it? 10:13. Okay. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that walk real quick. We'll make a little walk around. Cause I'm gonna go and make a phone call in a little bit. But let's take a walk real quick. And let's just see how this city of Elizabeth City looks like right now at this moment. Because I see somebody say because a person didn't speak about the name Christ that the person is not spiritual. That cannot be coming from well, never mind. That sounds like the words of a fake-ass Christian. Sorry for my words. But yeah, that's why do people spend? I mean, who wastes their time to come on here and to message about someone else is speaking, and whether they're spiritual or not. So yeah, guys, like I said, just right here, and then like in the other little corner, there was a a set of officers, just blocking off the streets and things like that. And down there as well, you can see them. You might not see it too well on my camera, but over here is where the location where they were all pretty much hanging out. Pretty sure some of them have maybe went to different locations. God, it's a little chilly out here. Put my hoodie on. I'm pretty sure he probably had a problem with Cabernet Gila. He sounds like that type of person. So don't get me. Surprised I ain't get hit with a jaywalker. Probably because he almost hit me. But yeah, over here, probably can't see because it's so dark. I'm about to even have a place to cross. They're staging. It's a nice little police city. I feel like it's a definition. It doesn't look like that big of a city, but it seems like all you see is police officers every single time you look. So yeah. And then some more. No, guys, I'm not in Louisville. I'm out here in North Carolina. Once again, I seen just how peaceful and things was out here. Someone had told me, "Oh, you don't need to go to North Carolina. You got things to take care of in Louisville." And what I told them is, there's enough people in Louisville. They got a whole 502 live stream out there. They got their things to take care of. But one of the things I noticed out here that me and CJ spoke about is they don't have no representation out here in the media. They have their 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and 11 o'clock pressers. But there's no one out here, watching them do their community activity work. There's no one out here actually, covering, them doing peaceful shit. They only show up as if things are actually necessary or if things are going to go down or something like that. But as far as mainstream media, yeah, there's no sight of them here. I mean, literally, I feel like if I stepped on one of these officers' toes, they'll pull up ASAP. But until then, yeah, there's no sight of mainstream media. But here's the full load of all of the state troopers. We all know how much money this costs as these cars sit here running for hours on hours. But this is what they are stating that. Once again, I don't think, like I said, they have any reason to leave from their postings. I'm pretty sure that they will probably be there until 12. Once again, it's not that many people over here at their protest square. I don't know if they have a name for it or not, so I don't want to be. But I don't think those officers are going to be doing any work tonight. Not like they ever do any work. But yeah, guys, it's a beautiful city. I will say the people out here are pleasant. Once again, I haven't been too far, but I went to Walmart. I didn't have a bad time. I never have a good time at Walmart. I've spoken with many people here now, and like I said, the vibe that I get from everyone is about the same. You know, we just want justice. We don't want to cause no problems. We don't want no issues. We just want to see the